While on our recent trip to England, we decided to take an online excursion and do a half-a-day trip to Oxford, England. Now, we had to get up really early and go meet our bus at about 7 or 7:30. So we got on the subway to be able to meet this bus, and it was a little hard to locate. The directions weren't really clear, but luckily we saw some other people that were looking for the tour. So anyway, we headed to Oxford, England. Now, the drive there wasn't that bad. I think it was only about 45 minutes or so. We passed a lot of old historic homes right before we got into the city. Now, when we went to England, we weren't going to see Oxford or anything. We went to see the Harry Potter tour, and the tickets were already sold out, so we had to do the more expensive tour to see Harry Potter and Oxford, England. So I decided to make a video just of Oxford because the Harry Potter video alone is going to be too long because there was so much cool stuff there. But anyway, Oxford was a charming town. I'm glad we got to see it. And when we got there, they split our group into two, and we went with two different tour guides. Now, our tour guide was Chris, and he started showing us some of the famous monuments in the town, and then we started doing a walking tour through the city so we could see some different sights. Now, we've been on a lot of these tours, and they always show you so many historic sites and so many facts, but what we like to do is shop in these towns. So anyway, what we did was we stayed with the group a little bit while I walked through the downtown so we could kind of familiarize ourselves with the town, and then we could get a sneak peek at all the little shops we wanted to double back and visit once we were through with the group tour. Now, we did our vacation in December, and it's really cold and rainy in England during that month, but we had to bundle up, and luckily most of the cities and most of the towns have Christmas markets. And there is nothing like going to a European Christmas market. They are so much fun, and there's so much to see, do, smell, and eat. As the tour started, he started showing us some famous buildings and started telling us all the history of each building, all the history of every statue. And I do appreciate history, but also they told us we were only going to have about an hour and a half in this town on our stop because we had to get to the Harry Potter exhibit. So I knew we weren't going to have that much time. So we stayed with the tour probably about I'm going to guess about 15, 20 minutes. And then we kind of decided to leave the tour behind and venture out on our own so we could see the things we wanted to see pretty fast. And then we could go back and see some of that really awesome Christmas market and some of those really cute shops we passed when we entered the town. I really did enjoy seeing the town. Like I said, it's really beautiful. You could tell it was old. It's very historic. Some very pretty sights, and we did take a lot of pictures. We love taking cheesy tourist pictures at every place we could find, and just a good time. But we did it on our own. We could stop and look at something longer if we wanted to, if we weren't in a big group that kept going. Now, they did say going into the libraries was really cool, but you did have to pay extra to go into there. And being that we didn't have a whole lot of time, we wanted to go shop. So we made our way back to the Christmas markets. They had this double carousel that was beautiful. They had signs for ghost tours, but it wasn't during the time we were there, and again, we didn't have enough time. They had statues on top of buildings, which I don't know what they were for because I didn't stay at all the tour, but they were a little, I don't know, they were kind of cool, but a little disturbing at the same time. So we went back to some of these cool shops we passed because I am a sucker for souvenirs. I love buying souvenirs. You slap a picture of the royal family on something like the king or the queen, and I'm all about it. But it's really cute, and I do love cheesy souvenirs and keepsakes. And I did buy a lot of my friends some really cool items to bring home. Now, these shops, they're so close to where Harry Potter was filmed that they sell a lot of Harry Potter merchandise. And you could also get really good food there. They had a lot of stores that sold foods. And then the Christmas market had a lot of food vendors as well. So when you take these tours, you're not allowed to bring hot food back on the bus or hot drinks. So you do have to make sure you have enough time to eat your hot sandwiches or your coffees or cappuccinos while you're out on the excursion. So here's Ray taking a cool picture and a little prop they had popping out of a present. And then they had these rubber ducks that were Oxford graduates. Had a lot of cool stuff. They had big candy vendors. And then each vendor sold different things. Some sold little items and some sold food. Now this one sold hand-carved wood items. So here's Ray in front of one of the really cool shops, one of the Oxford campus stores. And again, in this shop, they sold tons of Harry Potter merchandise in the back as well, where you could get your own Harry Potter wand. They had a little bit of everything. They had even Pop Funkos in the back, which I thought were pretty cool. Sometimes I'll take videos of things like this so I can look it up on eBay when I get back home, because you can only buy so many souvenirs on a trip because they will get broken in your luggage and then it makes your luggage really heavy. And we did try a couple of the pastries here and there. These are little cream puffs they sold individually for 1.5 pounds on the street. And kind of tastes like a big ball of mousse. And then we went back to some more of the stores to shop. I love their window displays with all their Harry Potter merchandise. And I did pick up some of my friends a couple Christmas gifts in these shops. So I'll show you what I bought for myself at the end of the video. Oh, this little dog ornament almost came home with me. It was so cute. I can kind of tell I really want to get a pet. I really want a dog so bad, but we're doing a lot of traveling, so right now we can't get a pet. But back to the video, we really enjoyed going through these stores. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun just being in Europe. It's so different than America. And speaking of America, look at this cute little personalized drink machine they had at Wendy's. Yes, we ended up finding a Wendy's over here in Oxford, England. So we grabbed a quick lunch here. We had 8 minutes left before we had to get on the bus. So we ate our meal in 8 minutes. So again, such a fun time. And here's what I bought. I bought one of these little Fantastic Beast creatures. It's the plant. And then I bought an Oxford double-decker bus for my toy collection. I bought this cute little reindeer ornament for the Christmas tree from the Christmas market. And then I bought this really cute hand-carved little wooden mushroom that I'm going to put with all my Smurf toys. So those are the few little things I bought that I can show, because the rest are presents for my friends. So guys, thank you so much for watching. My videos usually include our travel, my toy collection, and beauty pageant. So if any of that interests you, please feel free to subscribe. It helps the channel, and I certainly appreciate it because I love making these videos. So until my next video, we'll see you then.